Hey, Sammy fam. Welcome to Nom Nom's house. Welcome to my kitchen. And just welcome to the wonderful sensation of admiring this beautiful, crispity, crunchity meatball sub. All homemade. The meatballs and the sauce are homemade. The cat meowing is from my own home. And we're in chow down. The cheese isn't homemade either. Okay, I bought the cheese at the store too. Wow, I'm just a big fat liar now. But homemade meatballs, that was my point. Let's not get diverted from the fact that these beautiful meatballs are all homemade. Look at that cross section. We got meatballs and sauce. We got Romano. We have provolone on top. And you know what I love? I love that you can see the way that like provolone becomes like see-through and you can see the meatballs just like hinting. That's gorgeous. I heated up some more of my sauce. I have a huge like vat, I guess, of meatballs in the fridge right now because I must have made 90 or something yesterday, and then I simmered them in my homemade sauce and then let them sit overnight in the fridge so that everything just gets even more blended and wonderful savory flavors mixed together. Let me tell you about my big meaty balls, guys. These are triple meat. I always feel like traditional meatball is 3 meats, right? I think you usually go for, God, this is almost too big to handle. It's so good. Traditional meatball usually go for veal, beef, and lamb. Wait, no, veal, beef, and pork. But I could not find veal anywhere. I don't know if it's an ethical thing, a lack of sales thing, not sure. But so instead, I did lamb, since I thought if you're going to use a baby animal, why not use lamb instead of veal? I used pork. I thought that was kind of necessary for the fattiness. And then I used venison because I found it and I thought it was like a better dark red meat to use than beef. It has more flavor and obviously venison is like produced on a much, much smaller scale than beef. And whenever I can, I try to avoid factory farmed products. Let's get ourselves, I got some pomegranate soda. I thought it might be a fun pairing. I so rarely drink soda. I always want to make it something, unique. Oh, that's good. It's like a cream soda with pomegranate. And then on top of all the meats, of course, you have eggs, milk, Italian breadcrumbs, tons of basil, tons of garlic, oregano, some flaked salt. Was there anything else? And that was about it. Crushed red pepper, of course. They're a little spicy. Guys, if I could ask you a huge favor, would you go ahead and go subscribe to my second channel, Overhead ASMR Mukbang? I'm putting some ASMR videos on there that are only top-down angle. Some people prefer that to seeing my messy face. They just want to hear the sounds and see the food, which I understand. To each their own. I don't like looking at my face in the mirror anyways. It makes me very sad. I don't want to make other people sad or disgusted by having to look at me. But to get that channel going, I need the views and the subscribers to start it out. So I would love it if you just go over there, links down below, click subscribe, let one of the videos play. Now back to talking about this delicious sandwich. The sauce is incredibly simple, incredibly good. But it does have a secret ingredient that I'll tell you, so it's not actually a secret. But I think you'll be surprised and you'll like it and you'll want to use it in your own. So of course we start with a canned one of those giant like 28-ounce cans of tomatoes. Half of an old giant heirloom tomato I had in the fridge that I need to get rid of. Big can of tomato paste, like 10 cloves of crushed garlic, a whole bottle of cooking sherry, like a half size bottle, some additional water, Parmesan rinds from when I bought, expensive real, like imported Parmesans. I save the rinds in the freezer, and I throw them into the red sauces I make. And then when you're done cooking them and letting them sit, you can pull out the rind and throw it away. But it adds an umami. A fair amount of balsamic vinegar. The fat from searing these meatballs, you make it in the same container and add the meatballs back in. And I didn't add any salt, but I added lots of soy sauce. I think soy sauce provides a deeper flavor to it. It's not just salty. And at the same time, you may be thinking, well, doesn't it just taste like you accidentally dumped some kind of Asian sauce into your pasta sauce? No. It does not taste like Asian-y or whatever at all. It just tastes savory and good. You could also do this, kind of a similar thing, if you used like very finely chopped and smashed up anchovies instead of using salt. I just like to find ways to not use just like plain salt in dishes. Or to limit it, because I think there are better ways to make things savory. And I'm concerned about killing myself and dying early from the things I eat. So, gotta be looking out. I want to spend a lot of time with my wife. Provolone cheese. So good. There are so many wonderful things, funny things to experience in this world. Speaking of, oh my god, so if you watched my honey mustard chicken video, you know about the weird tree worship cult in Brooklyn. in my investigations into their practices. Well, today I saw some more evidence or confusion surrounding them. I didn't see any of the, previously I've seen people pressing themselves and rubbing against trees. A young couple pressing and rubbing against the different trees and then looking over at each other jealously. Like, does he like the tree more than me? I don't know. A group of delivery drivers gathered in a semicircle around a tree, worshiping the tree. And even like exercisers out in the morning hugging trees. I don't know if this is some kind of earth religion thing, some kind of goop, Gwyneth BS. But today I saw an older man, and he's sitting at a picnic bench beside the tree that I'd previously seen being worshipped by delivery drivers. And this older man has like a, what do you call it, like an ohm meter, some kind of electric measuring device. And he has two like leads plugged into it, and he has them thrown over the tree. And I guess he's taking readings of the tree's resistance to electricity or something. Or maybe it's like, one of those meters they use in Scientology. Maybe he's measuring how powerful the tree is so it can, be used for fake medicinal purposes. Like, oh, if you hug the tree, it can cure your IBS. Well, sign me up, sir. Rub that tree on my belly. But after seeing him, I realized, oh, I've seen this guy here before, like 6 months ago, doing the same thing. So if you have any information on the tree cult, let me know in the comments. I would really like to know. I'm very curious. I need to know if I need to be like scared or not, if they're going to come for me for talking about them, revealing their secrets. That's about the weirdest thing I've seen recently, other than, well, there's Tesla Man at the grocery store. Tesla Man is a man who always wears his Tesla t-shirt. I guess so you'll know he owns a Tesla. He tried to compliment me at the store the other day on the ingredients I was buying for these meatballs. A little weird, but I was like, oh, haha, thank you. I thought he was a lonely, middle-aged guy trying to connect with somebody. Then today, he was back, and he was there in the Tesla shirt, and he was ahead of me in line, and he's trying to talk up the cashier. Which is so awkward. But then he leaves without hitting yes on the pay pad, so his charge doesn't go through. And so the cashier starts ringing up my stuff, and none of my stuff is coming up on the pad. So I tell her, I was like, oh, that's not my stuff. It's still showing the previous customer's checkout. And she goes, okay. And she clears the screen, and it comes back up again with insert your card. And she's like, I reset it, now it's good. Go ahead and pay. And so I pay. She hands me a receipt, and it's still his items, his 2 White Claws and a hot meal to go of buffalo chicken nuggets. which that's an interesting lunch, dude. But I can't judge. Enjoy your white claws and chicken nuggets. So I have to stop and say, "Oh, excuse me, uh, this is not my order. Can you like refund this?" And I had to spend like 20 minutes. They had to go get a manager. He didn't understand what was happening. Had to finally get it explained to him. Then they had to figure out how to refund me, which is another ordeal. And all the while I'm thinking, oh no, like now this poor lady, the cashier, is like on the line to pay for the $17.80 of Tesla Man's groceries. I felt so guilty. Like I was like, dang, I should have paid for his groceries, and then maybe mine would have just not rang up, and I could have left, and she wouldn't have known. Nobody would have known, and she wouldn't have had to like pay. My groceries were cheaper though. My groceries were $4 cheaper, but it's quite the ordeal because Tesla Man didn't bother to hit except on the charge pad. Oh, Tesla Man. But he goes back there and he always wears the same shirt, so hopefully they'll recognize and be like, oh, you owe us $17. These meatballs are so filling. I'm gonna have to make like meatball pizza, spaghetti and meatballs. I don't know what else. I have so many meatballs. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed having a meal with me. I enjoyed sharing it with you. Ooh, I need to go rest. I'll lay down for a minute. That was delicious. Love you guys. Bye.